Tēnā rā koutou katoa, Aotearoa. Here we all are living the quiet life under lockdown. But whether you've enjoyed it or not, there are still thousands of New Zealanders who've been getting out to work every single day to make sure that we have the essential services we need to keep this country up and running and to keep us all safe, well, and ultimately saving lives. Some of that has meant leaping into entirely new areas of work for these community and public service workers. And we're not only incredibly proud of the work they're doing, we want to say we are so very grateful. This series is all about sending a big, warm thank you to all of our community and public service workers, our people who have been doing the work to make sure we are all safe and well. Because in a crisis like this, nothing matters more than people. Our people matter. Te mea nui tā tātou iwi. So today we're meeting Greg, an incredible human who has leapt into providing essential services under the crisis to make sure all of our tamariki can keep learning under lockdown. Let's see what he has to say. Hey Greg, how are you doing?
Yeah, good, thank you.
So tell me what it is that your job is, Greg. What do you do?
On a normal day, out of lockdown review officer for Education Review Office, yeah. Anywhere from kohanga reo, puna reo, kura kaupapa, so any immersion education settings.
What makes you want to do that kind of work, Greg?
It's good to get out and get out amongst the people, travel around, see the countryside, hearing what's going on from the horse's mouth rather than from a report.
Is your role kind of to check in on places and to try and give them feedback and support about how they could better do things? Is that?
Yeah, that's pretty much in a nutshell. We have a strengths-based focus, constructive conversations. Our philosophy is ko te tamaiti te pūtake o te kaupapa. Children are at the heart of the matter. So at the end of the day, yes, you may upset a few people, but at the end of the day, if it's for the betterment of the education of our tamariki.
I know that under the crisis, you've been asked to do something quite different. What's that role that you've jumped to?
Distance learning has popped up. Not everyone in our communities are readily able to access internet and devices to take part in what's being prepared. So the Ministry of Education, ERO and Correspondence New Zealand collaborated to create Papakainga TV. Or home learning accessible on Freeview and those avenues, which hopes to provide for those whānau that aren't able to connect through devices through the internet. There's different curriculum areas being offered from year 1 right up to year 10. And so our team was chosen to take part in assisting with the junior and senior Te Reo Māori programs. So working with the team on their scripts. And
so that must be quite, so you've gone from being an ERO review officer to being a script writer.
Yeah, it's interesting. I miss the good old days, I guess. So yeah, counting down until we can sort of move back into some sort of normality, yeah. But everyone's proving that they're quite adaptable and resilient, I guess, in these times. They have to be.
Yeah, and I guess you don't know when you'll actually be returning to your kind of normal role, travelling around schools.
Yeah. That's definitely something that is yet to be determined. We've managed to pull it off in terms of producing things that can help assist people during these times. But to think that we can go straight back into how things were normally and leave it that way, I think that would be that's not the right thing to do. Looking forward now, distance learning or online learning, whatever, I think need to become at least the discussion point anyway. What I hope to after this process is that there is something that is done to ensure that all tamariki and all whānau have accessibility from now on. Our inability to provide for children should not be the reason why our children can't learn.
Yeah, 100%. Hey, I'm so grateful for your time today, Greg. And thank you for taking the time to talk with us. It's been amazing.
Thank you.
So that was Greg, leaping out of his comfort zone to make sure that our tamariki across New Zealand have all of the resources they need to keep learning under lockdown. And we want to send a huge thank you to people just like Greg, who are doing work they're not always comfortable with, but are getting it done to make sure that essential services are there to keep us all safe and well. And if you want to hear more stories like this, you can go to www.ourpeoplematter.nz, where you can hear more of these stories or leave your own message of support for our essential workers. Let's show them we're here for them every step of the way. We got this.